lives by the same rules. And the rules in steroid hormone is negative feedback loop. Too much is like none. So, for example, a peak of a menstrual cycle on day 12, you get it high enough, you shut off your estrogen action. All those cancer drugs out there, whether it's, tamoxifen, which is a super synthetic estrogen, they used to use DES, they got a bad rap epigenetically. All of those were synthetic estrogens that were so strong they turned off estrogen. So they thought they cured cancer. But the reality is, vitamin D has to have an on and off switch. What do you think the off switch is that would make the receptors repopulate the next day, or that would make the receptors revive? What would the off switch be if light is the on switch?
Darkness.
There you go. Now that's the right question to get the right answer.
I already knew
so the fact that the whole, I'm sorry?
So I already knew the answer. It doesn't count for me.
No, it does count, because sometimes if I take people through the logic, even if you know the answer, because we've talked about it, or I said it on Facebook, I think, just the logic. Everybody's deficient because no one goes to bed. It's not about too little sunlight and sunscreen, and we don't go outside. It's about too little darkness, because without enough darkness, those receptors won't come back up, like insulin receptors won't come back up if you don't stop eating sugar. Mm-hmm. So even though you're outside, you can't make vitamin D because your receptors are shot because you don't sleep. And you don't sleep in the dark, more importantly. Everybody's got little blinky things on, and they live in a city, and nobody's curtains are closed, Yeah. That's why everybody's low on vitamin D. So pouring it into patients will do something, God knows what, it's not good, but it won't have a vitamin D action because there's no receptor.